Delilah, just tell us a little bit about your background, where you're from, and just kind of how what your family was like.
Well, my dad was a pastor. He was a minister from Arizona to Mexico to all over Modesto, Stockton. He was a Pentecostal pastor, and my mom was a pastor's wife. So, like, growing up, it was, like, really hard and really strict. And my dad, where he had his churches at in Modesto, it ended up being in places where it was a bad neighborhood. So I would sneak out of church and to go hang out with people, which I would go hang out with people from the gang and try to feel that love in that I guess I wasn't feeling at home, because I was tired of having a pastor as a father and a pastor's wife as a mother. I wanted to have a mom and a dad, and I never got that, so I looked for it in the streets and in the gangs. So I started doing that at around 14, 15 years old. I've been shot at, stabbed, beat up, jumped, everything. Involved in things that I'm not proud. The end of 2010 and the beginning of 2011, and I just got really sick and I didn't know what it was, and my cousin took me to the hospital, and the doctor said, hey, you know what, you got MS. And I said, okay, I'll deal with that. And then I started feeling more sick, and then she took me back to the hospital, and the doctor said, hey, you know what, you have the cancer that goes with the MS. And at that point, I think that was the first time in my life that I said, you know what, I told God that I didn't want to die slowly. And I told him, just don't let my daughter see me die like that. And I don't know, God just put like something in my heart, some kind of little, like a peace to go through that. And then little by little, my family started coming to me, and I think that was the best feeling that I ever went through or felt in my life. And then my sister said, hey, I'm going to church. And I'm like, you're going to church? She's like, yeah, I go to this really nice church. It's called LifeSong. And she's like, just come once, just come. So I came about twice, and then I left, and I didn't come back for a whole month. And in that whole month, I was just like, you know what, that was the best feeling I ever felt. What am I doing? What am I doing here drinking? What am I doing here still kicking it, hanging out, fighting, doing the dumbest things? Like, what am I really doing? I'm sick. I have MS, I have cancer, and I'm over here drinking and killing myself. And I can say the third time I came with that closed-hearted. I was like, you know what, I'm not going to cry, I'm not going to show emotions. These people are crazy. What is wrong with them? They're too happy for me. Like, why are they too happy? It just kind of, it was like awkward. So, that third time I came, and I came up with that front that I wasn't going to cry and I wasn't going to feel God's presence or whatever, I can honestly say he dragged me through this church like it was nobody's business. And he made me feel a way that I could never explain in my life. He made me feel like he forgave me and that I wasn't a piece of garbage. And he made me feel love. I felt like he had me in his hands and he was just cradling me like a baby. And it was just the best feeling that I ever felt in a long time. So, I don't know, I'm here today and I'm supposed to be in the hospital, and like, I don't know, I hope this helps somebody. Yeah.